Hello everybody and thank you for joining me. This is Sierra from Sierra T Designs, and today I have these really neat Oxide blended hot foil cards. So let's jump right in. So recently on Christina Warner's channel she had a live where she blended on colored cardstock, and it turned out so great that I really wanted to try the same colors and kind of the same technique on my own in a bit of a different way. So I'm cutting down 2 pieces of cotton candy cardstock from Simon Says Stamp, and these are going to be the fronts of my card panels. And I have them trimmed down to about an quarter of an inch smaller than an A2 size base. And I'm just bringing in my Distress Oxide foam holder. I wanted to show you guys this. And the reason I'm showing it to you is I recently got a bunch of comments about how the new 12 colors are not on it. And they aren't on it because when I made these, they weren't released, so I had no idea what the names were. But I do have a spot for 12 colors in the back so that you can use that. And if anybody's interested in that, I'll have it linked and listed in the card at the top there, and you can go and check out that video where I show you how to make that. So I am bringing in the same colors Christina Warner used. She used Seedless Preserves, Chipped Sapphire, and Black Soot Oxide ink. And she kind of laid it all over the background. I'll also have her video linked if you guys want to check out her video. It's pretty amazing. She colors this waffle to look like a real waffle. It's a really great card. I'll have a video link for it in the description down below, and you can go check it out. So I am using the Seedless Preserves, and you'd put it all over the Pink's cardstock there. And then you bring in the way I'm doing it, because I'm kind of creating a halo effect. So I'm going to bring in Chipped Sapphire and go around the outside and kind of create a bit of a haloed effect. And because Chipped Sapphire and Seedless Preserves make a really pretty purple color, this kind of turns out really interesting. Now, we are going to be hot foiling with a Glimmer hot foil machine. This machine is brand new to me. This was the first time I tried it. I opened the box and I sat down with what the contents are, other than I did buy some other foil colors, and I'll show them to you when we get into this a little bit. But this was the first time I'd ever used it, and shockingly, it worked beautifully. You saw the intro picture there, and that was the 2 cards that I'm going to make. And I'm stunned at how easy it was for me to use. Now granted, I have watched a bunch of videos by Vicky Papineau and Yanimis Makula that have used the foil machine, so I've kind of gotten some ideas on how to use it. But this was the first time I'd used it myself, and it turned out stunningly well, and I was a little surprised. You do have to have Glimmer hot foil. I will show you in a little bit. I tried to use some deco foil just as a test, and it doesn't work. So you do have to have the right foil for this, but I think if you're at all interested in hot foiling, I think this machine is just amazing, and it was so fun to use. So we're going to jump into the hot foiling here in a second once we kind of get the blending done. So I am going to hold it up, and you can see to the right of the screen there, I have a piece of just the cotton candy cardstock sitting there. Look at the difference between these two. Isn't that insane? Like, it's just mind-boggling how beautiful these colors stood out on this colored cardstock. I am only going to blend on the one, but the blending on the second one is the exact same. I just ran through the 3 colors, just kind of creating a halo effect, and they will dry back a bit. You'll see that they kind of are a little bit mellower as we get along here. And then here is the frame that comes with the the Glimmer hot foil machine. And I'm using my Sizzix Big Shot because that's what I own. I try not to have to buy extra things that I don't need, and that happens to be the die cutting machine that I own. I also have a Gemini, but I didn't want to put this through my Gemini because I was scared I would do something wrong and then I would break it, and then I'd be heartbroken because it's not an inexpensive machine to try to replace if you break it. So I opted to use my Big Shot. And here you can see that I'm slowly running it through, going forward, and then I'm going to bring it back through backward. And I just used the foil that also came in the kit. It was a piece of silver foil. Everything at this point is in this Glimmer hot foil machine. It all comes with it. And then you can see that I'm just using the magnet thing to pick up the hot plate so that I don't burn myself, because they will be hot. And I used the hinge technique where you add a piece, and in my case it's a washi tape, and I just held the hinge down for the foil and for the frame. And then here I just lifted it off. Isn't this stunning? I was shocked. I didn't have any overfoiling that I needed to fix. I didn't have any issues. So I was a little bit surprised that it went this easily my first time. So I also have, it comes with a happy birthday sentiment. So these 2 plates here that I'm using both come with the Gemini hot foil machine. Sorry, I keep calling it the Gemini. It's the Glimmer hot foil machine by Spellbinders. And oh, sorry, my cat just knocked something off my counter there. And I am just running this through my Sizzix. I do it once forward, once backward, and slowly. I've seen that that helps. And here you can see, again, no overfoiling. Like it just, and I don't know that it's perfectly centered, to be honest with you. I just kind of, it was a test. I tried to center it. And then here is where I tested the deco foil. On the second one, I really wanted to do black foil, but the only black foil I own is deco foil, and it did not work. You can see there that it didn't transfer any foil, it didn't work. So I also purchased this hot foil system set of metallics, and I'm using the second one in there. It's pewter, which is the darkest one I owned. I really wanted to use black. I think it would have looked stunning with a black, but I don't have it, so I'm a big believer in using what you have. And I've used the hinge method again here with some washi tape, and then I just had to remove the washi tape to kind of get the frame off of the card. But again, it's foiled beautifully. And on my first try, like, I know this seems a little surprising because I've heard people have a really hard time with hot foil. So I honestly thought that I was going to struggle and then we'd have to kind of work through how to fix some issues. And I was prepared for that. And it wasn't a problem. Like, this is the pewter on the second background that I made. One's silver, one's pewter. Difficult to tell the difference in the light of my camera lights there, but I thought that it would be a lot harder, and it wasn't. And I'm so excited to buy some new plates now and make like some Christmas cards. I think this would be stunning on Christmas cards. Maybe get some florals. I don't quite know yet what I'm going to get my hands on, but I'm going to have to see what's out there and buy some fun things. So this is the second one with the same. They're both the same. They're both the Happy Birthday with the same frame. All of this came with the Glimmer hot foil machine. I just really wanted to use what came in the machine so you could see that you don't have to buy tons of things to make this work. You can use literally what came with the machine. So, and create some beautiful cards. I mean, there are so many ways you could use that frame and that happy birthday sentiment. This is just one. And because I have a love of oxide blending, I chose to do it that way, but you could do so many different things with this. I think it'd be stunning if you brought in some little flowers and kind of accented the frame. That would be so pretty too. So I think there's a lot of ways you could make these cards stunning. This is just the direction I went with it. So I did glue this down to my white card base, and I intentionally left a little bit of a border. I like to frame in my cards. I think that they look really pretty when I do that. And I can't resist the bling. I mean, you guys know if you've been in my channel for a little while, I have to bling everything. So I brought in 2 colors of gems here. These are by PinkFresh Studios. This is the Essential Jewels Mix. And everything I used will be linked and listed down below if you're ever curious about something specific that I have used. And if you ever have any questions, please ask. I really want this community to be a conversation. I want to talk to you guys. I want to know what you're thinking and what you think of my cards. And if there's anything you'd like to see specifically, I'd love to know. So please reach out, leave me a comment. You can send me an email, whatever you want to do on contacting me. And I'd love to hear from you. So I am going to glue them down in the little circles that were kind of a part of this frame, and I did every one of them. I just went the whole way around the circle, and that's kind of what I did. And on the silver one, I did kind of a white opaly crescent, or opaly iridescent gem, and on the one that I wanted to be black but is actually a pewter, I did black crystals. I just think that they'd be stunning. I actually just ordered in some black hot foil just so I could do some black hot foiling on some things. I think it would be really pretty. I have an idea for a pink and black card in my head with some foiling, so we'll have to see how it comes out when I get the stuff in, but I'm pretty excited about the options with this hot foil machine. I'm really excited to see what we can do here. So yeah, so look forward to more videos. Hopefully you guys are interested in this hot foil machine. I'd love to know in the comments if you want to let me know if you've tried it or if you would try it or if you're thinking about it. Let me know. I'd love to hear. So these are the 2 cards that I made. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Leave me a like, leave me a comment. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. I have a new video every Monday, and then I just join in on hops whenever the opportunity arises for me. So please come on by again and be a part of the community here. So thank you so much, guys. I will see you again soon, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye for now.